Welcome, I'm Heather. Thanks for joining me for Bedtime Yoga, a 45-minute practice you can do right before bed to help you get settled, more deeply unwind, and feel more rejuvenated, waking up refreshed in the morning. So if you'd like to take a moment to check in with how your body's feeling right now at this point, and you can close your eyes. And for a few rounds of our breathing tonight, we will breathe with the alternate nostril breath. So the way we're going to do that is we're going to use an index finger to close off the right nostril, breathe out through the left, breathe in through the left, close off the left nostril, breathe out through the right. If you are experiencing congestion, of course, this is a trickier breath to do. So you can try as best as you can, or just go back to more of a normal breath. So we're going to exhale through one side, inhale through that same side. And at the beginning of your exhale, switch. And helping to slow down your breath. It's a wonderful way to find balance. We'll do 2 more breaths like that. At the end of this exhalation, you can release that. Take a breath in. Breathe out. Feel the breath enter your nostrils on the next inhale. And feel the breath release from your body on the exhale, out through your nostrils. Good. Next breath in, we're going to bring the hands up above the head, reaching through the arms. Next breath out, release your arms down to your sides. Inhale to lift your arms up. And exhale down in front. Okay, this time clasping your hands, inhaling and exhaling, pushing out straight out in front with your palms. Next inhale, come up over your head. And next exhale, release. You reach your hands behind you, open your chest for a moment. And then as you release, come back to center. A few gentle rolls with your head from side to side. If you'd like to completely move your head in a circle in one direction, full rotation, feel free. If that doesn't feel right, just continue a half roll from side to side. And we're going to switch directions. Come back to center this time. Lifting your shoulders up, rolling them back. I'll do that a few times. Inhale to lift, exhale to roll back. Opposite direction. One more breath, inhaling to lift your shoulders and exhaling to roll down in front. Good. And then just one more pose here. We're going to move into a twist. If you'd like to bring your Right hand across to your left knee, left hand behind you. Come back to center, but keep your hand on your knee. We're going to lift the left arm straight up and come into a gentle side bend. And then releasing them. And we're going to bring our other hand behind and left hand to the right knee. Come into a twist, sitting up nice and tall. And this time, as you exhale, release, keep your hand on your knee, lift your other arm up, inhaling, exhaling over. And we'll release that. And we're going to come out of that position. We're going to bring our legs to the side on your mat or in front of you, and just bring your legs straight out in front of you, rolling through your ankles a few times. And then flex your feet, point your toes. Bring your toes back in, extend out through your heels. And do that one more time. And then just rock your legs a little from side to side, moving right from your hip. Good. And from here, sitting up nice and tall in the staff pose, Dandasana. We're going to bend both knees at this point. If you have something you want to put underneath your knees, you can use a cushion or a folded blanket. I might even double up here, put the blanket on top too. You can also use a bolster. And we're going to come forward. But first, inhale, lift the arms straight up. And exhale, come over your legs. And if you do have another prop, maybe a block, you can also, in this position, you can prop up your head. You can find what works for you. And just be here, letting your body relax so you're feeling good. It's not too much. We'll stay here for about 3 more breaths. And then we're going to slowly walk the hands towards the upper body, coming back up to center. Shift the props away for now. I'm just going to turn sideways on my mat again. And I'm going to bring the legs into like a half butterfly pose. Bring the right leg in, left leg out. Sit nice and tall again and just come forward, straight forward over your legs. And before we release, if you'd like to reach a little bit more with your left arm towards your left leg, slowly reach your right arm up, come over into a side bend. And then reach both arms towards your left foot. And inhale back to center. Bringing your right hand down to the mat and leaning over to the right side. We're going to lift the left leg up and bring the left foot back towards the back hip here for a quadricep stretch. Feeling that in the front of your leg. And you can slowly release that side. Bring that leg straight out again. And bring the other leg out. And then slowly left leg in or left foot in. Half butterfly pose. Sitting up nice and tall. You're going to reach up through your arms. When you're ready, come over, straight over your legs here. Try your best to keep your right foot centered, center of the heel on the floor, toes pointing up. When you're ready, you can reach towards your right foot. Your right hand, lift your left arm up and over, and come into a gentle side bend. And sinking your arm down when you're ready, reaching both arms towards your right foot. And then we'll slowly come back up, lifting through the left arm and slowly bring it down to the left side, leaning over to that side. So you can lift up through your right leg, bring the foot behind you for that thigh stretch. You decide how far back you slide your knee. Keep breathing here, focusing on your breath, and staying in the experience of this pose. One more breath. And slowly release. And bring both legs out again. Wide-legged position. If you'd like to roll through your ankles one more time, the same time you're rolling through your ankles, let's also roll through the wrists. Opposite direction. And bring your hands down in front and just gently, with your palms facing forward, press down. And then we'll release the hands from that position. We're going to bring the legs up and flip the feet over to the side so we can come onto the hands and knees. And the first thing that we're going to do here is just begin to move, shift around through your hips. You can have your knees a little wider apart, a little further back. Feel this position through your whole body as you slowly rotate. It's a wonderful way to loosen up the back and the hips. And this time we'll go in the opposite direction. Come back to center. And this time in the table position. So hands underneath the shoulders, knees aligned underneath the hips. Begin to slowly arch your back, lifting your belly, head coming down. And on your next breath in, slowly lift your chin, look forward. Continue to flow here for 3 more breaths in the cat-cow. And this time we'll come back to center from this position, lowering down onto your elbows. And you might slide your knees back or slide your arms forward. We're going to lower down with the head onto the mat, coming into the extended puppy pose. Hips stay lifted over the knees. And keep breathing. And then bringing your elbows more firmly down to lift your head up. Slowly bring your head forward until you can lower down onto your belly in the Sphinx. We'll hold this position for a few breaths. And from Sphinx, we're going to bring the hands underneath the shoulders and lift off the belly, coming back to tabletop and then all the way back into the child's pose. If you'd like to use any support underneath your upper body, you can grab a bolster, blanket, cushion, and we'll stay here for a few breaths. If your head is turned to the side on a bolster, turn it to the other side now. And then bring your head back to center. And we'll slowly slide the hands in. And we're going to curl the toes under, a little stretch for the feet here. If you want, you can come right back onto your feet in more of a squat. And then we'll sink down onto the heels, lifting the hips up into forward bend. Feel free to use support underneath your hands. And on the next inhale, coming halfway up. And on your exhale, we'll sink again. We'll inhale to come halfway up, keeping your knees slightly bent here. We're going to do a bit of a twist. So this time, reach your right hand back behind you onto your lower back. Bring your left hand across to your right leg. Looking to the right. Bending your knees, coming back to center, halfway up or 3/4 of the way up. And exhale, sink to the other side. And then breathing in, come back to center. We're going to slowly rise all the way up to standing for just a moment. Standing nice and tall through your whole body, from feet to the top of your head. We're reaching up through your arms. And on your exhale, release. Okay, from here, we're going to step the left leg forward and we're going to slide back through the right leg to come into a lunge. So see if that works for you tonight. If you want to ease in your body into it, you start in the higher lunge or even a warrior one. Get your legs opened up here. Breathing in, reaching your arms. Breathing out, you can come down. And sinking your back leg right down onto the floor. This is another pose that you can use some support if you don't want to be so low. Blocks on either side of your foot here. We're going to stay in our lunge for about a minute. So we're going to do a bit of a longer hold here, helping to release these tight muscles. Helping your breath to stay slow and steady. Long exhalations to help your body release here. Okay, from this position, I'm going to come back up through that leg, press back through the heel, maybe starting to straighten the front leg just a little bit. And you decide. Okay, we'll just step the back foot forward. Inhaling halfway up. Exhale to sink this time. The left leg goes back. If you want to come into an upright lunge for a few breaths, feel free. And just pressing back through your back heel. Inhale to come up. And exhale to come down. Sliding right down into your lunge, your lower lunge. Use the blocks for support if you have them. Or you can come right down. You can also try bringing your right hand to the inside of your right leg. I'm going to stay here for about 4 or 5 more breaths. Okay. When you're ready, come up through that back leg, press back with your heel, and keep this front knee bent, or you can start to straighten it a little bit more. And slowly spring your body forward. Just take a few slow steps to get your feet back together. Let your upper body fold over your legs. We're going to sink down again. So if it feels okay to sink down into a squat first, you can do that, or just come right onto your seat. Bring your hands behind you, lower down. We're going to bring the feet together and the knees wide in the butterfly pose. Again, if you have some support, you might want to place it underneath your knees here. If you have a bolster, you can try it. We're going to stay just for a few moments in the seated version, and then we're going to move into the reclined version. Okay, and come over. And then when you're ready, we're going to slowly lower down onto the back. So you can do that slowly again, first onto your lower back, then your middle back, right up to your upper back. Releasing all the way down to your shoulders and the back of your head. And you can keep your knees wide, feet together for reclined butterfly pose. And then we're going to bring both knees back together. You can use your hands to press the legs back together. I'm going to bring the right knee in and up. Bring the knee up to the side so you can cross your ankle over the left thigh into the reclined pigeon pose. You can slide your hands, if you wish, behind your left knee. Bring your legs in towards your chest. If that doesn't work, you can also use a belt around your left leg. We'll hold here for about 4 or 5 more breaths. And begin to slowly lower that left leg down. Before you release your right leg from the ankle from the thigh, just rock a little bit from side to side with your legs. And if you'd like to try a twist here, you can let your legs move over to the left. You can bring your left hand to that outside top of your right knee and come into this twist. It's a little bit different. If this doesn't feel right for you, you can go back to more of the normal way of bringing both legs straight together. Or you can keep that right foot underneath the left knee. Reach your right arm out, shoulder down. One more breath. Slowly come back to center. Shifting your legs back, releasing your right foot all the way back down. We'll bring the left knee in towards the chest. And cross that ankle over the right thigh. Okay. And if you'd like to go deeper, you can slide your hands behind your right knee. Pausing here, breathing. Might be quite different on this side compared to the other side. Just give your body some time to let go. And then slowly release, let go of your right foot. Bring it down. Do a bit of rocking from side to side in your legs. If it feels good, you can try bringing your legs to the right side, right foot down. Try this different position for the twist. If it really doesn't feel right, you can just bring your legs stacked one on top of the other instead of in this twist. Keep your right shoulder down as you reach your, left shoulder down as you reach your left arm out. Two more breaths here. And at the end of your exhalation, slowly return back to center with both legs. Bring Keep the left knee in and bring the right knee in as well from knees to chest. Rocking a little from side to side. And we're going to do one more pose, which will be the way we end tonight in our relaxation position. And for something different, I highly recommend this next pose. This is the ultimate restorative position. It's legs up the wall. I'm going to show you a variation. If you do not have a wall space right now, you can use some support, whatever you've got underneath your hips. I like 2 blocks. It feels really good, but you can try whatever you've got for support. And we're going to lift the legs up, and the blocks just support the very edge of the hips here. And it's mimicking what we're going to do at the wall. Okay. But if you do have a wall space, you can turn your mat towards the wall. I'm just going to turn my mat here quickly. Or actually, I'm just going to put my blanket down in that spot. And the trickiest part is just getting set up at the wall with your body. So you want to have some support close by again. I'm going to push myself towards the wall so I can start to connect both hips. And then coming up the walls, so feeling centered here. And if you'd like, you can take whatever support you have. You can stay in this position with your back flat on the floor, but to add a bit more of an inversion, you can bring your feet down, press your feet into the wall, lift your hips up, slide your prop underneath. And then just let your body get settled here, get comfortable. Feel free to adjust yourself at the wall if you feel off and not centered. Just play around with this position till you can get it feeling good. Generally, your hips are close to the wall, but let's see what you can do there. I'm going to be here for at least 3 to 4 minutes. An amazing pose to help improve your circulation, to help reduce swelling in the feet, ankles, and legs. It calms the heart, calms the mind. It does many wonderful things. And I use this pose when I can't sleep at night. It is my magic pose to put me back to sleep. But it's also good right before bed to help ensure a deeper night's sleep. There's a few variations at the wall that you can try. If you're at the wall, you could bring your feet together, slowly lowering your feet down, knees wide apart in the butterfly. You could also slide your feet out into more of a wide-legged position. If you want, almost ready to come out of it. Again, you can slide your feet down the wall, push into the wall, lift your hips up, slide any prop out from underneath. And you can roll over onto your side. I recommend staying on your side, not coming up right away. You want to give your body time to adjust to more of a normal blood flow. And then we can slowly start to come up into a seated position, or if you want to stay lying down, it's also nice. I'm not gonna do this with you, but if you prefer, instead of coming up to a seated position to end, you can also lie down flat for a few moments. Okay. And then you decide when you're ready to come out of that position. And thanks so much for practicing yoga with me tonight. Namaste. I hope you have a wonderful sleep tonight. We'll see you again soon.